Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky.
When I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina, those had questions about him. It often centered in on the fact that he was only a one-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big.
Now Trubisky to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He finds Latavius Murray. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Murray. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Murray again, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Being chased out left. He'll run it. Trubisky. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
By A.J. Epinesa. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots down.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
How about 54 touchdown passes in 2 full seasons at the University of Wyoming? Coming out of a junior college, I think he exceeded expectations, and he can move it around a little bit too. A much better athlete than people give him credit for.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Bills' 1st down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Almost able to intercept him. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The Saints take over.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. They'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throw left side, complete. It's Murray. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A.J. Epinesa. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
On the play, it's 3rd down and 13.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Bills nothing.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Is he caught inside the 10? And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
they'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and
here's Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards. First down, Buffalo.
From the gun, it's Fromm. He'll drop this underneath the Moss. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Zach Moss. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
throwing is Fromm. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. That's a jet sweep. They get it to Foster. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Running from the gun, Johnson. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, they may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now running right through it. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down to Fromm. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Fromm to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them.
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
A minute 52 to play until halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Saints add on to their lead.
What a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Here's Harris to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got him.
Complete.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down from the kicker here, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Complete.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision. Because
after review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Complete.
Robert Foster as the first half is winding down. And the Bills get a bit closer. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Bills 14.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Crump going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A 40-yard Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle to Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Smith. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they run the option on 2nd down. He loses the football. This is picked up by Rams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know, if this is the regular season partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. 2nd and goal from the 1. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nick Mullins keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And he puts it through. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down.
Looking to throw from. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Complete.
Stephon Diggs, 49 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Going with Moss on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Stephon Diggs! All the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listen to history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
28.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back now here live in New Orleans. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Escapes the sack. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. A.J. Epinesa. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Now back to throw. In trouble, the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Johnson let's put 3 for Bills in. And the Bills have recovered.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Moss. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's tackled.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll go again here with Moss. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Moss. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
Second and 10.
Throw left sideline here is complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Smith catches left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Now this one is tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
28-yard line.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game? And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
No good.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On second down, here's a run with Moss. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well,
plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd. He
lost the football. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the offense.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. A first down carry by Elliott. give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Here's Elliott. They corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they take a knee. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew,